Two old boys ain't much for working. 2 shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon. Talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bold Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's 2 shots on a barrel with your host. A couple of hot shots of their own, the Bold Brothers.
2 shots on a barrel, hanging out in an undisclosed location and in Raywood, Kentucky, and having a good time with a bunch of good old boys. How y'all doing?
All right.
Should we tell them who we're hanging with?
Absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think that's a prerequisite. By the way, I'm loving hanging out where we're hanging out.
I am too. Boy,
This is damn nice.
We are hanging out with the world-famous Cornbread Mafia. Just about the main core of the group is here today. How you doing, guys?
Great.
Doing good.
Let's go around and tell everybody who's here today.
Got Joe Keith Bickett. You want me to?
Yeah, you just tell them. Bobby Joe Shewmaker.
You got Fred Elder.
Fred Hogg with 2
better
G's.
known as Fred Hogg back in the day. That's 2 G's, not 1 G.
Yeah. Jimmy Bickett.
And I'm just doing an interview. Robbie Bickett, no affiliation.
First of all, guys, we appreciate y'all having us down here on the Bickett Farm.
Smart about it.
We're sitting here in a barn with multiple bags of hemp.
Is this technically a barn?
I don't know.
It looks like a hemp. It's a.
Is this an old tobacco farm? A barn?
Is that what it is?
No, it's a hemp barn.
It's a hemp barn.
barn,
It was
okay.
built for a hemp barn.
Okay, gotcha.
All
Okay,
right.
It was gone when it got here.
Oh, yeah.
gotcha. So we have hemp over us. We have hemp behind us, and
Fred Hogg getting
we
hemp.
have hemp on the table. We are having a good time here with some wonderful guys with the wonderful stories.
Yeah. Again, we appreciate
Can't
you
see it,
guys
though,
having us
man.
down.
Lay it up,
that
Fred.
is,
Throw it on the table.
Pound, Fred.
The thing that I noticed when we first opened up the car door, J-Bo, I was like, and Jimmy met us, and I was like,
Right.
oh shit, Jimmy's been smoking some shit.
I'll be alive.
And then we walk in, and of course, all the hemp is
Right.
around. I was like, okay, maybe not.
Well, it looks very similar to the pot, does it not?
Oh, yeah.
Looks exactly like the pot.
And it's got the same sweet smell.
And some people get a little buzz off of it,
I'm feeling
They do. They do.
I'm feeling relaxed.
There you go.
I'm feeling really relaxed.
From the cigar or from the hemp?
I think I'm pretty sure, just like an 1/8 inch on the cigar, it's the hemp, Bobby Joe.
That's killer. Now, we've had Joe Keith and a few others on before, but this is the first time we've had the...
Bobby Joe Shewmaker.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Fred Hogg
the legendary Bobby Joe Shewmaker, and I was telling you guys, I just started the 2nd book, and it's freaking awesome, Joe Keith. But
Well, we got
a lot of
started
it,
in like Fred Hogg and Bobby Joe Shewmaker. That's what makes that book.
you guys are like the lead characters, and you two and Jimmy Bickett are like the lead characters in that book, aren't they, Joe Keith?
Pretty much. I think we all kind of. I think we all have kind of equal play there in the 2nd book. But we kind of give that up. What went on in that book. Now we're back to Bickett and Boone CBDs, and that's what we're trying
So
to
tell us about it. You all are killing it with Bickett and Boone.
I'm going to let Robbie do that. A little bit of talk on that. He
Yeah,
knows
well,
about it.
basically, we're just sitting there growing what we put on this earth, what God put on this earth. So, like you said, it's got a sweet smell to it. It makes a good CBD product, and we produce the best as far as I'm concerned. And they got years of experience, as you see around this table, of people knowing how to make the CBD cannabis products.
Professionals.
Yeah, we're cannabis growers for sure, and different kinds of cannabis. Back in the day was one way. Today's a little different.
Yep, that's for sure.
So the last time we did the show, which by the way it blew up, we were telling you it's just unbelievable numbers, Joe Keith, from all over the world. And you had brought some of your product in. I think I came away with Jimmy's. What was the name of Jimmy's
Peace
product?
Frog. Because Jimmy, when you see him out,
Yeah.
usually he'll be wearing a psychedelic shirt or something.
I'm liking the shirt he's got
That's
on
a hippie,
today.
isn't he?
I like the
He's got
shirt
a
he's
little-
got on today.
He's a child of the 70s, so a lot of time he
Stuck in the 70s.
he has some
Picture of his
psychedelic
girlfriend
stuff.
on his shirt.
But
So,
that, you know, I
stuck.
I like it, man. Still got the flip phone.
for sure. But yeah, no, and then we've had different ones, that we just put a name to them, and we're gonna make some more products also with the names of the people from the Cornbread Mafia on it as we go along. So
The only one we haven't got here today is Johnny Boone, and perhaps we can get him a little later on.
He was a little under weather, and so he didn't get over here.
Well, we got other characters need to be here, but
Yeah.
we kind of one of the main players was Johnny Boone, of course, Bobby Joe, and Fred Hogg, and
yes, sir.
different ones like
Stevie
that.
Lankin.
Yeah.
Steve can't get here. He's in a
Snake
hot spot.
Lankin, give him
Yeah,
his right
Snake,
title.
Snake Lankin. He's here.
One thing about this Bickett and Boone hemp oil, I've been taking it since you gave us a bottle. I felt like I should take it. If I'm going to talk about it, I need to know what it tastes like.
Yes, sir.
And man, so far I'm about a month in, and aches and pains, knees don't hurt, sleeping a little better, and it actually doesn't taste bad. I mean, you get some hemp
No,
oil
it's,
that doesn't
it's
taste
kind of
very
got that lime taste.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I had it had a little bit of that lime. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good product. And like I said, we're experiencing growing it. If you're going to like CBD, that's the product you want.
Check out your brother, Robbie.
What is it? Also, like I said, we went down, Love Dispensary started producing selling our product, not producing it.
Tell
but
us
selling
about
our
that. You
product.
mentioned something about autism. I thought was pretty cool.
Well, this is a women's owned company. It's owned by Nancy Robertson and some other women. It's what they call autism friendly placement, where they sit there and sell to people with autism and help
Yeah.
those people out. It was one of the first dispensaries in Kentucky, so we're glad to have them on board, along with Dave Saltzman and the other people up in Ohio and all through Kentucky. So we're happy with the way it's progressing. It's been a little difficult during COVID to get out and meet
Yeah.
people, but we're doing fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank y'all.
What I had, the product that I had was, man, from a sleep standpoint, I slept like awesome. Just a little dropper, and dude, I slept like a baby.
It's good stuff. Top quality, Bickett and Boone. If you need it, where can we get it?
Yeah.
You can get it to One Love Dispensaries in Louisville. You can get it at Chad Wade's up in Smoke in Louisville. Stouts in Mount Washington. Pat's Pharmacy here in Lebanon. A lot of pharmacies around carry it, as well as online at BickettandBoone.com.
That's good stuff.
Gotcha. And we were talking about the books earlier. Where can we get the books?
Well, you can get them. You can get the books. The first one, The Origins of the Cornbread Mafia, that was published back in 2016, and then Cornbread Mafia, Outlaws of Central Kentucky. You can get them through Amazon, and there's a number of places in Kentucky: Carmichael's, Barnes and Noble, some of the local places around Lebanon. It's got it in over Bardstown, different places. You can find it if you want to look for it.
You can also, like I did last night, Joe Keith, go out and get the electronic version of it. And by the way, when I went out there on Amazon, dude, they got your ratings and all those things. Mm-hmm. Ratings, we're talking 5-star. And then the other thing I was reading, I
The
can't.
characters is what makes it. Characters
Funny
like
characters, for
characters
sure.
like my friend here sitting beside me, Mr.
Yes.
Bobby Joe.
Shewmaker, and
Yeah.
Mr. Fred Hogg Elder, different ones like that, and even Tommy Scarface Lee. Who else we got?
Ed Bickett.
Jimmy Ed Bickett. And, of course, the notorious John Boone, the godfather of grass. Yeah, all those guys.
So-
Snake
good
Lamb.
people. All good
So you're
people.
naming all these people, and I'm looking at these guys.
Don't forget Gary Allen.
Yes.
Gary Allen.
Gary Tank Allen.
That you promised in the
Tank,
world.
that's right.
Yeah.
Now listen, you all don't look near as scary as y'all do in the book.
All right, so
The
yeah.
book puts you down as y'all look really scary in this
All right,
book.
so Bobby Joe, here's the deal. I told Joe Keith, because I heard all these, stories. And most of them were probably just BS.
Well, mostly.
And yeah, but I didn't know you, but I was scared shitless of you. And you come down here, I'm like, God dang, let's do another shot. You're just a good old country guy.
Don't let
think
that.
that's
Don't let that face fool you.
I think about it, the whole organization was just good old country boys.
That's right.
And the CBD that they're producing now, that's just made up of good old country boys. So if you want to buy some product, you need to get that product. But, they exhilarate a lot of stuff, escalated or whatever you want to call it, to I reckon that sells books. Is that
Yeah.
a joke, E?
The opposite end now, ain't it, Tom Jones?
So that's the main thing. But mostly, there wasn't much violence with our organization. None that I know of. I mean,
It's a little wild, though.
well, we had a lot of wild travel.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot of fun.
All right, so
Yeah.
so Bobby Joe and I'll pull all you guys because y'all were in there. I was reading the book last night. One of the funniest stories was of Johnny Boone, and I wish Johnny was here. And I know he's under the weather, and we wish him well. But one of the stories was talking about when you guys kind of all came together and said, "Look, we got to form an alliance on this deal." And so the story goes, Johnny Boone is sitting on the end of the bar, and he fires up one of his notorious hog legs, and he hands it to you, Jimmy Bickett, which is the funniest thing. And then by the time you had passed it on, he had already lit up another one and sent it to you, and it goes all the way down. That was a funny story.
Yeah, he kept plenty of them rolled up. Yeah.
Johnny would roll up 25 or 30 joints over a day.
Big as your pinky.
Yeah, that was just his daily smoke without giving any away.
Well, the funniest thing too was by the time it got to the end, or maybe you were the next one guy, and you were at the very end or something.
I think we were all there.
And so when it got to Jimmy, he would hand it back to Johnny. He didn't want any part of it after it had been all the way down the line. He had done start him another one. That was some funny shit.
Ron Roberts, something else now. You believe that? Yeah.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. So, look, let's take a quick break and come back and then get to the meat and potatoes of these three right here, because we've talked to four right here. Get to know them a little better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that.
This has got this. I'm having fun, man.
Oh, that's good stuff.
This is
Well,
fun.
you need to get another joint.
Maybe we need to do the Squire's Bar. We need to have a collaboration here. All right, more Two Shots on the way right after this break.
The Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20-plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is Jimbo.
This is J-Bo.
Man, we are so happy because, J-Bo, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big Old Tires, J-Bo.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big Old Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, J-Bo, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big Old Tires.
Go there today. Big Old Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. J-Bo, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that. I
walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Ina, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... If you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, J-Bo. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots on a Barrel. Hey, this is Jimbo for Two Shots on a Barrel, hanging out with my buddy J-Bo.
What's going on?
Dude, I'm here to tell you, you are doing something right if you're good in two towns.
Two towns?
Two towns, you're the best of everything. Big Old Tires, Billy Taft is the best in Bardstown and the best in Lebanon.
I tell you what, he's been doing it perfect for many years, and he won once again, and he's won again in Marion County.
How is he so good, J-Bo?
Customer service. You're number one when you walk in his building. He offers all sorts of things, not just tires. He offers alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more. And he has two locations, Bardstown.
You can call Bardstown location, 502-348-0880, and in Lebanon, 270-692-1013. Dude is rocking and rolling at Big Old Tires.
If you're having any kind of tire pressure issue, if you have any questions, Billy's always there for you. Don't be bashful. Just pull right in. Go check your tires for you. Make sure you're safe and ready for the
know, another cool thing about Billy Taft, he loves bourbon, and he loves Two Shots on a Barrel.
That's right. And we love Billy Taft.
Absolutely. Sure. Go see our brother Billy Taft, Big Old Tires, Lebanon, and Bardstown, Kentucky. J-Bo, I've always found out in life it's important to have a good attorney.
Very important.
And Two Shots on a Barrel found out we've got a good attorney.
We did?
Yes, Jerry Fowler's Law Office. Do you know how to sing his song, his jingle? Please,
no,
you don't have to start now if you don't really know how to.
I can't, but I know who he is.
Here's another thing I'm glad about Jerry Fowler. I'm glad before he went to the Caribbean that he got our work finished for Two Shots on a Barrel.
He is very prompt in his working ability, but we can't give him all the credit. His wonderful assistant does most of his work. We all know that.
Everybody knows that C.C. Gardner runs his office.
Yes.
Just makes Jerry look good. We don't really care at this point. We're just so fortunate that we had C.C. to do our work for. Jerry to do our work for us. And for all of your, especially, he specializes in business law, which is exactly what we needed for Two Shots.
Right.
Also, estate law. There's nobody in the business that is as good as he is, Jerry Fowler. And with an assistant, a superstar Wonder Woman assistant like CeCe Gardner, dude, it's just all working.
I tell you what, I couldn't ask for a better partner with this show than Jerry Fowler. I mean,
I was wondering where you were going with that
good.
statement.
You're good also, but having Jerry Fowler on our side is always a good thing.
His jingle is Jerry Fowler is the way to go. Dial 692-1000.
That's it.
But you really know that CeCe runs the show.
Oh. Love you, CeCe.
All right, peace out. Call Jerry Fowler's office today for all your business and estate needs. He's the man. Thanks, Jerry, for hooking us up on Two Shots on a Barrel.
From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's Two Shots on a Barrel.
Back to Two Shots on a Barrel, hanging out at the Bickett Farm. A beautiful place down here, by the way. You guys, this is heaven on earth.
It is.
Let me just say that. I mean, and just everything about it is beautiful. Everything, I mean, this symbolizes really central Kentucky, everything that's down here.
And it's like a family reunion today. Lots of giggles, lots of shots, and lots of fun right here.
You are damn hot on that.
I'm hot, man. I can't help it. Now, Joe Keith was telling us a little story. Go ahead and restart that story because everybody wants to hear this.
Well, that was a story that happened when we were all out in Kansas. I don't guess we should have been out there, but we were. And after we were sentenced, I was trying to get some of my time off of me. So I subpoenaed Bobby Joe in, or he come in to testify.
It's gee, thanks.
In front of the district judge there, and
Rogers.
Judge Rogers, yeah, and Bobby Joe was going to testify that the pot that was distributed in Kentucky was the same pot that was out in Kansas. And if I got that run if they believed that, then they had to take 5 years off my sentence. And anyway, they asked Bobby Joe, they said, Mr. Shewmaker, you told a federal judge down there in Savannah, Georgia one time that when you're on bond that you would report in and you took off, and now you want this judge to believe you now? You remember that, Bobby Joe?
Yeah, he should have believed me.
What's that, Bobby Joe?
Right? Well, the Judge Rogers, he did believe me later on, but just not on this particular case. But I told the truth when I said that I would turn myself in, and then they changed the plan.
How's that?
Well, they turned around and locked me up, and then I ended up turning myself in anyway, but under different conditions.
What about Fred Hogg? What do you think about him, Bobby Joe?
What happened on Fred Hogg? For people that don't know Fred Hogg.
Well, let Fred Hogg talk.
Come here, Fred. Come in there.
Go ahead, innocent.
Fred Hogg got named after Doris Hogg, Doris G.
With one G.
One G, yeah.
When the Fred Hogg come about was that all weekend gambling, crap games, and I had won considerable amount of money. So anyway, when I was shooting for $1,000 a pop, and I said, "Don't fade me with no 20s, 10s. Fade me with $100 bills. So I'm a hog for hundreds." So the name kind of stuck. Anyway, down in Columbia, Kentucky.
And how much did you end up winning, Fred?
Well,
All right, so
nights. He won the first night. What about the last night?
I won $52,000, and I lost that $52,000 plus 18 more.
There you go.
All right, so Joe, this is good. I was reading Joe Keith's book, the second book. What was the deal? Did you just like have a soft spot for people because it talked about you would win all this money, but then you would loan it out?
No, actually, you know what? When you stay up 3 or 4 days at a time, drinking whiskey and doing that other snorting and carrying on.
Yeah.
Your mind's not right. You know, if you're good, like Bob Joe and Joe Keith said, that it's a bunch of good old boys, no harm,
right,
no violence, and it's like breathing air, like growing marijuana. It's just a natural thing.
And Fred is a good person.
I can tell.
I don't harm nobody. I said, yes, I will help anybody.
For sure.
Like I'd come down here and every week and hang out with all you guys. Yeah. I mean, that's that's I think that's, J-Bo, a lot of the misconception with these guys. And a lot of it is just built up by the police and by all of the federal people and stuff, that you all were some kind of...
It was actually a different time frame back in those days.
That's how they get convictions.
Yeah.
It was a different time mindset entirely, just like you can see that marijuana all through the western states now is legal.
Right.
Kentucky's still illegal, but it really doesn't make any sense when 27 states have it legalized now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we did all together. We did an assload of time, really. Bobby Joe here, he did 26, 7 years. Fred Hogg did 10.
18.
I did 21 plus. Jimmy Bickett did 17. Tommy Lee did 16 or 17.
And just think how ridiculous that is by today's standards.
Just gardeners.
As far as marijuana.
It's pretty crazy. But
It was ridiculous back then under those standards.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Jim, I'd like to say one more thing.
You do it.
Talk about the hippo Bickett Boone. I had a heart attack, open heart surgery in August of 18. I've been using it morning and night. And believe me, my blood pressure stays down.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend it highly.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend it very highly.
Well, if you believe in the power of CBD, it's as good a product as you're going to get, and I do too. I've used it ever since I broke my leg. I've told you all that the last time. Yeah. And it's just a good product. If you believe in CBD, which I do, and cannabis in general, that it really helps people with, instead of using some synthetic drug that some factory made somewhere in China, that you use something grown naturally. I think it's always better. But
Well, let me say one thing. I never did smoke pot, right? That wasn't my
little powder.
Yeah, I done a little powder here and there, and but the CBD oil, I use Bickett and Boone daily, so that's a difference.
What's the biggest benefit you get, Bobby Joe?
All the aches and pains.
Yeah.
The aches and pains.
Definitely. Now, one thing, all this, the pandemic going on, a lot of kids, a lot of adults have anxiety issues. And one thing that the hemp oil helps out with is anxiety, sleep. It helps out with aches and pains, of course, like we talked about. But anxiety, if you're having anxiety issues, you really need to look into this stuff.
Yeah, that's for sure. And, that's, like you said, that's a major thing with CBD and actually with cannabis, is that it does diminish anxiety. It also diminishes aches and pains. So it's just a good product. I'm not saying it's the best in the world compared to everybody else's, but as good as anybody else's, I assure you. Ours is Kentucky proud from seed to seal.
I'm looking around and I'm seeing like the best of the best at what they did and do.
That's for sure.
Listen, you might not say it's the best of the best, but I'm pretty sure when you got the type of expertise that you've got here, it's pretty damn good.
Let me say one thing that they need to do. The Bureau of Prisons needs to contract with Bickett and Boone to supply them with CBD for all the convicted felons that's in there, where they can get rid of the anxiety that they have in prison.
Sure, I agree.
Yeah.
And it would make it a lot easier for them to operate under the conditions.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I agree with that 100%. I've actually talked to Ryan Quarles about it, the Commissioner of Agriculture, when back 2 or 3 years ago, how I thought it would be a good step down for people that actually were using hard drugs, because it's a step down and it's something that's natural compared to something that is actually manufactured by whoever it is, like they did the opioid epidemic, the pills.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, that's on a soapbox. Over to you, all.
That's it.
So Jimmy Bickett, when we came up, man, I got to tell you, you're rocking that 70s look. You got the nice hair. Your hair is not that nice, Joe Keith. Neither is yours, Robbie.
That's beautiful.
He is rocking that hair.
Well, there's something I want to mention that's really nothing to do
70s,
with this right here.
Music.
Now I'm going to talk about something I've been talking about for years and years, which doesn't have nothing to do with CBD or anything else. In this country, I don't understand. When a kid comes out of high school, they can train him for 6 months and send him over across the seas to kill people.
Yep.
And for a year or 2 years, however long he's got to be there. And he comes back to the States, and he cannot sit down with a pizza and drink a beer in a place.
I agree.
100%.
Or maybe 19 or something. Another thing, if you come out of prison, you get caught up with the feds on a little old minor charge, and you get a felony charge out of it, It takes an act of Congress to get your rights back.
Does not
and
make
for the
sense.
next 50 years, he cannot own a gun to go hunting with his kids or grandkids or anything.
Yeah.
Why, if it's a nonviolent drug charge, and he does his paper and his time, it shouldn't be up to him to get a lawyer to get his rights back. They
Amen.
should
Give them to
send
you.
him to in the mail and,
Automatically.
Amen, brother.
I
It shouldn't
agree.
be up to
Yeah.
him to try to get a lawyer and give 10,000 try to get his rights back, which he probably won't get no way.
100%.
To begin with.
Yeah.
It
That's
don't
like-
make sense.
That's
Yeah.
like Bobby Joe
Yeah.
here. You know, he was in Vietnam back in the day, and he served his country and did
Thanks for
everything.
serving our country, brother.
Yeah, he did all that stuff. He was in the Vietnam War, and of course, he's like myself. He's got a felony conviction, and he's not allowed to have a gun. There's no way we can get our gun rights back.
Well, I understand what you're saying, brother, but I'm talking about a young kid comes out of school, high school or something, and gets a little conviction with the feds say,
Yeah.
maybe involved in some case, but for the rest of his life, he can't. I'm telling you, unless you get lucky, he can never own a gun to go hunting with his kids or grandkids, nothing.
Yeah,
You know,
but I
that-
think I agree with both of you on that.
It don't make
that
sense.
Those rights should be done automatically without anybody worrying about it. As soon as it's done,
As soon as you
that's
done,
it.
If you had,
on a
if
nonviolent
you
crime.
done your parole
You know what-
and
what-
everything was good, then you should get your rights back.
I mean, what it comes down to is a little common sense, which
Exactly.
there is none when
Well,
it comes
the
to
federal
stuff like
government
that.
fails to have any of that.
Yeah.
True.
they do for real. You know,
Yeah,
don't,
they have no
you know.
common sense.
So at this table right here, combined all the years that was spent in prison, where do we stand? Right here.
Right now,
Joe Keith done 22 what?
20. Right at 22.
21.
You
Yeah,
did 26.
I done 27,
27.
and
I did 18.
Fred did 18, and
Jimmy did
18, 17.
17 and a half.
17.
17
I feel like-
all over a simple plant that grows just like grass or hay or anything else.
It's legal in the whole
And
US,
it,
the United
you're
States.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
We're
that-
not
that-
wanting reparation or anything, but we do want to just,
be
have our
acknowledged.
rights
Yeah.
back. I
I mean, I understand we're living under the same flag in this country, same constitution, and how if you get caught up in a federal charge, you might get 10 years, and if it's a state charge on the same amount of drugs, you might get 2 years probated. If it's a
That was
state charge.
Nancy Reagan and Ronald. Nancy Reagan and Ronald put them laws in.
All right, so why did they do that? I mean, why do you think they did that, Bobby?
where they could seize property.
Yeah.
And I've talked to a senator since I've been out. I've been talking to state representatives in the years past since I've been out, and they agree with me. They said you should get your rights back. They said,
So what do we have to do? What do we have to do as podcast hosts to help you all get your rights back?
I think you need to run for
Get
Senate.
elected president.
I'm going to work on that.
If Joe Biden agrees
They
that
should give you
people,
rights back.
that marijuana, and they run on that, and they said they're going to give everybody's rights back, they ought to give their rights back. That's what Kamala Harris said. Yeah, no, that's what I say. No risk on non-offenders.
offenders.
Non-violent offenders.
No, listen. I mean, when you talk about like the Mexican drug lords and all these things, I get it. I mean, if there's people like that are doing stuff like that, you guys are not those guys.
No.
It just doesn't.
And we're not. Let me tell you, we're not. This don't really sugarcoat this. We're not angels for sure. We broke the laws.
You don't know
But
J-Bo
it's
very well.
nonviolent drug charges. It's what it is.
No,
we're
seriously,
not perfect
yeah.
in the eyes of the public.
Well.
But still, they should give your rights back to you if you've done your time and your paper and no problem with it. They
Absolutely.
should mail your rights back to you.
I'm with you.
There is some legislation going on, and hopefully, they may help us some way or another. We would like to have some of our rights back. Most of us got our voting rights back.
So you can't even vote, right? You guys cannot even vote.
Yeah, we can vote.
You can vote.
But
You can vote.
But the ATF handles our Second Amendment rights on right to bear arms and everything, and they will not process any applications to get our gun rights back.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is right now.
Well, I can understand a violent offender, that's killed somebody or whatever.
I get
not
that.
getting rights back to them. But when you get a little rinky-dink pot charge, not talking about us individually, I'm talking about somebody that maybe Hank the hired hand that was involved in a pot case and done 2 years and gets out, he's got a felony charge. Well, he can't get own the gun.
I disagree with you a little bit on that. I think a marijuana charge is a marijuana charge, and that they ought to be sitting there and get rid of that. Because if you're going to sit there and have somebody growing 1 million pounds out in California, what's the difference between somebody growing 100 pounds here?
Yeah.
I get you, Robbie, because times have changed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Times have changed. What what we're operating under
seen the
now
move, the change.
and back in the 70s and 80s is completely different.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that ought to be in and of itself enough to say, look, we need to relax some of this stuff for these guys.
Do any of you all worry about my face with him waving that cigar in the air like this the whole time?
Well, I've been watching you.
So anyway, J-Bo had to jump in there with that story.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
Hey, it's about time to take a break,
Let's
J-Bo.
do it, man. Let's do it.
Hey, we'll stick around. We got segment 3 coming up.
And one more shot.
Yeah, and go ahead, Robbie. You give that man the
I
mic.
was just going to give it over to Jimmy. Jimmy wants to talk about the hemp. Hemp Stock is coming up.
Hell yeah.
9/11 is the tentative date.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of local bands. He'll talk a little bit about it when we get back.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We'll do that coming up in segment 3. You're listening to 2 Shots on a Barrel and more coming your way right after this.
Hey.
The Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20-plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is Jimbo.
This is J-Bo.
Man, we are so happy because, J-Bo, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, J-Bo.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, J-Bo, on 2 Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. 2 old boys ain't much for working. J-Bo, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring 2 Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, He's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You know, you went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you know, you put two superstars in one room, you know, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that. I
walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Ina, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... if you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, J-Bo. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots on a Barrel. Hey, this is Jimbo for Two Shots on a Barrel, hanging out with my buddy J-Bo.
What's going on?
Dude, I'm here to tell you, you are doing something right if you're good in two towns.
Two towns?
Two towns, you're the best of everything. Big old tires, Billy Taft is the best in Bardstown and the best in Lebanon.
I tell you what, he's been doing it perfect for many years, and he won once again, and he's won again in Marion County.
How does this guy, how is he so good, J-Bo?
Customer service. You're number one when you walk in his building. He offers all sorts of things, not just tires. He offers alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more. And he has two locations, Bardstown.
You can call Bardstown location, 502-348-0880, and in Lebanon, 270-692-1013. Dude is rocking and rolling at Big O Tires.
If you're having any kind of tire pressure issue, if you have any questions, Billy's always there for you. Don't be bashful. Just pull right in. Go check your tires for you. Make sure you're safe and ready for the
You know another cool thing about Billy Taft? He loves bourbon, and he loves Two Shots on a Barrel.
That's right. And we love Billy Taft.
Absolutely. Sure. Go see our brother Billy Taft, Big O Tires, Lebanon, and Bardstown, Kentucky. J-Bo, I've always found out in life it's important to have a good attorney.
Very important.
And Two Shots on a Barrel found out we've got a good attorney.
We did?
Yes, Jerry Fowler's Law Office. Do you know how to sing his song, his jingle? Please,
no,
you don't have to start now if you don't really know how to.
I can't, but I know who he is.
Here's another thing I'm glad about Jerry Fowler. I'm glad before he went to the Caribbean that he got our work finished for Two Shots on a Barrel.
He is very prompt in his working ability, but can't give him all the credit. His wonderful assistant does most of his work. We all know that.
Everybody knows that C.C. Gardner runs his office.
Yes.
Just makes Jerry look good. We don't really care at this point. We're just so fortunate that we had C.C. to do our work Jerry to do our work for us. And for all of your, especially, he specializes in business law, which is exactly what we needed for Two Shots.
Right.
Also, estate law. There's nobody in the business that is as good as he is, Jerry Fowler. And with an assistant, a superstar Wonder Woman assistant like C.C. Gardner, dude, it's just all working.
I tell you what, I couldn't ask for a better partner with this show than Jerry Fowler. I mean,
I was wondering where you were going with that statement.
You're good also, but having Jerry Fowler on our side is always a good thing.
His jingle is Jerry Fowler is the way to go. Dial 692-1000. That's it. But you really know that CC runs the show.
Love you, CC.
All right, peace out. Call Jerry Fowler's office today for all your business and estate needs. He's the man. Thanks, Jerry, for hooking us up on Two Shots on a Barrel.
From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's Two Shots on a Barrel.
Hanging out in Raywick, Kentucky with the coolest guys I've ever met in my life. the Cornbread
I
Mafia.
could do this every week.
I
could
could
come down here every week and just sit
could.
around, drink bourbon. By the way, we should say we are drinking Elijah Craig's small batch. It is really good. A smooth 94 proof. We are 2 shots on a barrel.
I don't know who's going to drive you home.
we might be here a while.
Hell, we may just.
We got some
We'll
straw
be
bales.
Hey, they look pretty comfortable. I'm
Yes.
just going to tell you, it's getting more and more comfortable all the time.
We have hemp laid out on the table. We have hemp above us. We have hump behind us.
You got hump behind you.
Hemp.
How much you had to drink, J-Bo?
That Elijah Craig's good.
Freaking
It's
All
good.
right, so rock star Jimmy Bickett.
Yes.
All right, so before we get into the Hemp Fest, which is Hemp Stock, which I think is the coolest name ever, I got to tell you, man. So part of the process of the Cornbread Mafia, you guys are all suave looking dudes. I know y'all had some women in the day. Who was the biggest playboy?
Right there. Did you not read the book?
Well, you know it's Bobby Joe Shewmaker.
I'm not all the way there. I'm only about a quarter into
he
it.
was,
So you know why? Bobby Joe didn't call a lot.
Jim thought there would be strippers here tonight because you were coming.
So Bobby Joe, you were the playboy. Is that what it was?
Well, I don't know about all that.
Well, yeah, you do.
Generally speaking, back then, they got passed around.
Rotated.
There was a lot of parties back then. There was a lot of parties, and we really did enjoy
All you're doing
ourselves
about
at that
down
time.
Dixie Highway at that time.
What was it, Godfather?
It's history now.
Go on in there.
Tell them about when they got you down Dixie Highway at night.
Oh, for that guy backing into me.
Lead up there, Bobby.
And they had you and they let you go.
Yeah, I was down on Dixie. I owned a titty bar down there. And, of course, it wasn't in my name, but anyway, I was leaving, and a guy backed into me. Well, but he was drunk. I was sober as a jug. And by the time he seen the law, he throwed it in reverse and come back and run into me. Because he was, and so they turned around. I take it.
I like this.
I get out the back and go in the back of the club and just lock the door because I got the key. And so they run in and they're looking for who's driving at Grand National. And so they take me downtown. They come in and bust me at the bar. Said I had that color shirt on, which I denied. I don't know what color shirt they're looking for, but
That's not surprising.
yeah, they take me down to, I think it was Shively Precinct. And so then I called a buddy of mine and I called this girl and told her, I said, come down and bond me out. The bond was like $500. Well, she comes down to bond me out, and they won't let me bond out because for some reason I'd misplaced my original driver's license and had some out of West Virginia. and so I called back in about an hour and said, where are you at? She said, I'm not, can't get you out because you have an out-of-state license. I said, well, you call this guy and tell him to call this guy and tell him to call Frank. And so Frank called the judge and got him out of bed about 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I got bonded out. So I go to the lawyer the next day, and he said, you've got to take and appear in court at 9 o'clock. I said, well, there's a lot of things going to happen today, but I said, me appearing in court at 9 o'clock won't be one of them. I said, you handle this the best you can. So then they had a day where I had to come in and plead guilty or whatever. And so I called him and I told him, I said, well, I'm up here in West Virginia. And I said, I can't make it down there. Just plead whatever you need to plead. And so I was living out in LaGrange at the time. Well, after court proceedings over, I called him and I said, well, how did things go? He said, they went pretty good. He said, but let me advise you. He said, I don't know who you are or where you're at, but said, don't come back to Jefferson County, Kentucky. He said, because I went to court this morning and the courtroom was full of U.S. Marshals and DEA agents, and they think you're someone else. I said, I can't imagine that.
Read all about it in the Cornbread Mafia.
That's right.
Central Kentucky.
That's right.
Absolutely. Joe Key, tell everybody, because a lot of these stories, man, are in your books. Yeah. Tell everybody where they can get those, where they can get your great books.
Well, just like Bickett and Boone / Cornbread Mafia CBDs, they're online. You can go to Amazon and get those books and hear the real story, not something fabricated, about the Cornbread Mafia. And,
now, Bobby Joe didn't fabricate anything.
No, I'm not saying that.
Bobby Joe never told any stories.
Bobby Joe's got plenty of stories. Joe's got them documented.
Yeah, they're true life stories, right?
But anyway, you can get them on Amazon or like I said, in some of the local places around here in Kentucky. But if you're out of state, which a lot of you are, appreciate you guys tuning in down here tonight. But you can get the story on the Cornbread Mafia. You got to read the origins of the Cornbread Mafia to really get the inside story on what went down, and then the follow up of Cornbread Mafia Outlaws of Central Kentucky. You can get all those books on Amazon, so try to check them out. But there's a lot of good stories in there. It's back how it happened back in the day, and so I think you guys will enjoy it.
Now, Joe Keith, the rumor is, and I'm pretty sure it's not a rumor, there's going to be a third book.
Yeah, we're working on a third book. It's going to be a little different aspect than the first two. It's about a lot of time we did in prison. I've been working on that, and hopefully that'll be released this year, maybe next year or whatever.
I may have told you this before, but as I'm reading the book, you're a hell of a writer.
Well, thank you, sir.
I mean, seriously, it's one of those books, Joe Keith, honestly, where when you're reading it, you don't want to put it down. I mean, that's how well it's written. So
I learned how to write in prison.
First-hand account, too. That's the main thing.
That was telling you on the last podcast that after I finished the second book, a police pulled up behind me at a red light, and I was scared to death. I thought I was involved in the whole situation. I mean, that's how awesome the book is. And all of this has led up, all of this, the years in prison, all of the hardships has led to a big party on the Bickett Farm. We need to talk about this big party coming up.
And that's my man, Jimmy Bickett. So tell us about Hemp Stock.
Well, it's dated 9/11, September 11th. We were going to have it, and of course, got a lot of work to do. You got to get these barns rigged up and the stage built and the electric running these barns, and we're going to get 7-8 bands, and we're hoping to get Tyler Childers. We're not sure because he's since COVID come around, he's been laid off, but he said if he's not on tour, he'll be here 100% sure. And we're hoping we can get him, but we can't. But we got 7-8 other bands lined up, and it's gonna be one day, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm taking a little advice from some of my co-conspirators here, but we might open up on a Friday and have a little something. We're not sure yet, but mainly it's the plan is on a Saturday, 9/11 at 1:00. The gates open up, or 11 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, this is not the first time you guys have had.
We've had a Hemp Festival a couple of years ago, and then Robbie, my little brother, had one. What do you call it, Robbie?
Well, we had one virtually online last year. Mm-hmm. We had about 7 of the bands that we're going to have this year. I actually played last year on the virtual Hemp Fest because COVID shut down everything. Mm-hmm. But at this point, right now, like Jimmy said, on 9/11. We're going to hopefully have 7 of the bands. We've got Stick Tight, Sweepy Walker, Rock Castle, No Deceit, Layla Springs, and I think they're Jimmy Anderson's band is called the Martial Law Band. And we're going to get several other bands. And like Jimmy said, there's a few people that we're really expecting that maybe something good, but we don't know yet.
Well, I've been talking to
Willie Nelson, maybe.
And
like Charlie Bickett said back in the day.
Yeah. And if he can make it, or if he's still alive at that time.
Are you telling me, Bobby Joe Shewmaker, that you and Willie are tight?
Oh, I'm not telling you that at all.
Well, now, back in the day, they said Willie and Waylon was expected, and Emmylou Harris was expected in Raywick, but I don't think we're expecting Waylon right now. So we're going to leave that one out.
The rumor has it that y'all have some killer MCs coming out this year.
I've heard it's going to be Jimbo and Jim Reed.
Oh, shit.
So, anyway,
Oh,
we're
shit.
looking forward to it.
Oh, shit.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Really?
Fred Hogg wanted to say
Well,
something.
look at here. All the major players in the Cornbread Mafia will be at the 2021 Hemp Fest.
Nice.
And if you've got a book and want it autographed and it ain't been autographed, bring it with you and bring your pocketbook, or you can
Hell
spend
yeah.
some money.
Bobby Joe, I got to ask you, you and Joe Keith and Jimmy and Fred Hogg over there are obviously legendary in the Cornbread Mafia. Johnny Boone is one of those guys.
Johnny Boone will be here.
All right, so he's the godfather of grass and whatever.
That's right.
If you had to describe Johnny Boone just real quick to me to say what kind of person he is, how would you describe him, Bobby Joe?
Down to earth, just 100% country, and love.
Great guy.
Yeah,
Do anything
great
in the
guy.
world for you?
Great
Do
guy.
anything for you, and loves to smoke pot.
Yeah.
Now it's under restriction because he's on the paper, but when he gets off, he'll smoke pot again. He's been smoking it for 50, 60 years, I reckon. So
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this about Johnny, but he won the FFA for the state when he was in high school. Really? And, and he's just done a lot of good things early on. He's been a great person his whole life, just like his son Jeff and the whole family. They're just good people.
I'd like to meet Johnny Boone.
Well, you'll get to do
Oh,
that
you will.
somewhere down the line.
You get to meet him. He'll be here.
Yeah.
he'll be at Hemp Fest.
Awesome.
Sure.
For sure. He will be here.
Now, Fred Hogg, you are looking like you want to tell us something.
I'm going to tell you about Joe Keith's books. His it might sound fabricated. He had to revise that book several times, I'm sure, didn't you?
I did.
Because it was so far fetched, nobody would believe it. But it's like all these country folks, good guys. They no harm meant. Everybody's like breathing air, It's just a country thing. But if he had put everything in that book, it'd probably been 1,000 pages, probably.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hold it.
Yeah.
But,
It's like
but-
moonshiners back in the day, ain't it, Fred?
But the thing about it is, the guys out here, they're nonviolent, good
Yeah.
people, and it's just like breathing air. It's a natural thing, and no harm was meant. But so some characters got out of hand at some time or another. But the fact is, all the guys that run this table right here, never, ever, ever cause you harm anybody.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
I get.
You guys were talking about, the first time that you'd heard about Bobby Joe Shewmaker, and
Yeah.
and just like you were talking just then,
Yeah,
After you met him, he's pretty damn.
Hell,
good
I'm
guy.
ready to go drink a beer with
Yeah,
you.
man.
Wait a minute now. Let's don't get out there too far. Bob Joe's no angel.
Bobby Joe, I have a feeling you're going to come away from this podcast is like, dude, people are going to be like, Bobby Joe is you're just like an angel. I mean, Jimmy.
I said no angel.
Yeah, but it's
angel.
almost like people are going to come away when they listen to this. They're like, this dude is. But I got to tell you, Bobby Joe, when I'm reading the book, and again, Joe Keith, I'm only a quarter into it. You are a smart, slick rascal, Bobby
Yes,
Joe
you
Shewmaker.
Now,
I wasn't too slick. I spent 27 years.
best
I
thing ever
needed
happened
one
to you.
more slick move is what I needed,
They
and
got
I
out
didn't
of
get
there.
it.
I mean, I'm hearing about the stories, Joe Keith, in your book, and talking about how guys were dressed up like construction workers, and they're driving their utility trucks through, and they got grease on them. Dude, that takes somebody that is extremely smart. That takes somebody smart to come up with that shit.
Let me
I
tell
mean,
you a
right?
little
Am I
story.
right, Fred?
Oh, my God.
Let me
Bob
tell
Joe.
you a little story.
Bob Joe, please.
In about 1980, the Mary L. boat lift was going on in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm good.
The Cubans coming in.
What about cigar?
And a buddy of mine, I was buying pot from down there, called me, and he
All
said,
right, just a smidge
I've got
more.
a shrimp boat of pot down there.
I'm not driving tonight.
He
That's
said,
good.
would you want to come down and get it? I said, well, hell, you can't get through the checkpoint, can you? He said, well, I'll front that pot to you. He had 40,000 pounds, 38,000.
Gosh.
And I said, well, if you front it, I said, I'll find some way to get it on this side of that checkpoint. So I loaded up three trucks, and I put wheelbarrows and rakes and shovels and grubbing hose, and
false.
Everything on it was false. Had stickers on the door, and they had down in Key West, Florida. They had a concrete plant, and so we had rented a house in Homestead, Florida, and so every morning at daylight, them 3 trucks would head to Key West, and they had fuel tanks that held something besides fuel. And so we run the first day and brought out 1,500 pounds. Of course, when you bring it out 35, 40,000 pound pot, you got a lot of trips. I said, well, the trucks is going to have to come out more often. They was raising the hoods and looking for Cubans under the hoods of cars. And well, after about 4 days, they turned around and they seen them old construction trucks coming through with them grubbing holes and wheelbarrows on the back, and they just flag them through.
Awesome.
They just flag them through.
That is awesome.
So we shortened the time. They had to come back to Homestead to get lunch, and so 1,500 pound would come back to Homestead, and then they would turn around and they'd go back, and then they would come back. Well, it got to being where we could get 3,000-4,000 pound a day to Homestead at the stash house, and then boys from Kentucky was picking it up and heading north. But that was in the Mariel boat lift.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
And
Set your limitations off.
We can only hope.
Well, it doesn't matter what the statutes of limitations are.
No,
No,
at this point,
they never caught no pot.
So.
So,
We're over with. We're over with anyway.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
full of you guys, Dave. Reminiscing back in the day and all that stuff back in the 70s and 80s. It was some crazy times back then. You know, it was wild and crazy. We had a lot of good times back then.
we had, Fred?
all this could be fake, too.
Yeah. At this point,
put that in
we're not
there.
saying
There you
anything
go.
is legal.
Yeah, it could be fake.
So Jimmy, you had talked about the poker plan, and it was notorious.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
talk
we had
about
it.
the Hemp
We had
Fest
it.
2021.
we had a game back then. Back in the 80s, we had a game that you only come
Rival
close to.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm the only one didn't win.
What about Hemp Fest 2021, Jimmy?
One of the things, Bobby
Well-
Joe, that Joe Keith talked about in his book is the different level of guys that would come and play, like cards. And
Yeah.
J-Bo, we are suckers. We would be the suckers.
Yeah.
Because you had the professionals, and
we
you
had
had
a hell of a
you had the
game, yeah.
suckers, and you had one more class. We would definitely be well, no, we wouldn't, because we didn't have money.
Well,
No.
wait a minute. I'll leave the first part out, but the Mungers was there, too.
The Mungers? What
Yeah,
are the
Munger,
Mungers?
the Munger.
That's W. Mungers.
What are those folks?
That's the whoremongers.
What about the little run-in we had with the Mongols?
Yeah, the Mongols, they decided to show up one time or two, but they left.
The history of the Cornbread Mafia goes way, way back. You know,
Yeah.
we're talking about different things, and actually, it got started right after Shewmaker and all them come back from Vietnam, and it was kind of a motley crew. You had, like the hippie generation, and you had the Vietnam veterans coming home, and then of course you had the guys out here. It's really actually started in the first part of the 70s and the last part of the 60s when everybody got to thinking about the pot industry at that time. And, at that time where we were, the moonshiners had been here for years. And at that point in time, the moonshiners were some of the first bunch that, had kind of a code of silence, That was bred into us. And that's the reason we had this code of silence back then for many, many years. And, that's the reason I guess we were successful during those years. We did real well for many, many years. And then, of course, the feds come down on us in the 1980s. And
Were you, Joe Keith, were you and Fred Hogg and Bobby Joe buddies before all of this?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all grew up together. We went to school together and everything.
Joe Keith's just a little older than me.
Fred
we
is
run
just
around
older
together.
than me.
We run around together. I think Joe Keith's going to be 73 here today. And we run around together our whole life.
But let me tell you about Fred Hogg.
Oh, Joe's
Fred
full of
Hogg
bullshit.
here, he's the goodest man you ever meet.
Amen.
I can tell Fred
He's a
Hogg.
good man.
Amen.
And with a name like Fred Hogg, I just want to hang out with you, brother.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you come down this summer for the fest.
Yeah.
And I promise you, we'll have you a hell of a time.
We'll be here, man. We will definitely be
So
here.
we're talking September 11th, hopefully.
September
Right,
11th,
Jimmy
yeah.
Bickett?
We'll cook hog and have a hog in the ground, maybe, and a hog cooking on the grill. And
We're going to have lots of.
there'll be plenty of vendors.
Lots
you
of
know.
CBD oil by
Right.
Bickett and
Yeah.
Boone
CBD
and Cornbread Mafia.
Johnny will be here, and hopefully, like I say, we got Tyler
And
here
in
if
the
he
back
can't.
corner, way over the hill, there may be a tent set up for go-go dance.
That came straight from young Bobby Joe
Males and
Shewmaker.
females.
That's good
We
shit.
can promise you one thing: if you come down to this fest, you'll have the best time of your life.
Now, at one point during the show, we had to have all of you guys on stage with us. Can we make that happen?
Whatever you
We'll
want to
certainly
have.
try.
We'll do it.
And I'll make sure Stevie Lampkin, Cooch Allen, and Gary Allen are there.
Yeah.
In spirit.
All right, before we call it a show, one more time, I want to let everybody know, Robbie Bickett, where they can find the Boone Bickett products. So let's let everybody know.
Well, the first person I would like to thank is Pat's Pharmacy, because Pat's Pharmacy was one of our original people that sat there and came to us. Blanford's in Raywick. Of course, like I said, Up in Smoke in Louisville, Stouts in Mount Washington, One Love Dispensary, is, like I said, started today. Just a lot of great people sit there and have helped us along the way, and hopefully we'll just keep on growing with everybody. And, of course, Bickett and Boone, CBD, online at bickettandboone.com. And you can also, like I said, get Jokey's books at Cornbread Mafia on Amazon. So these are all great guys. I just would say it up front, and I could say they were bad guys, but that would be a lie. So that's it.
Yeah, so I got to tell you, I can testify for two things, J-Bo. One is I've read Joe Keith's first book.
Right.
Outstanding.
Loved it.
I've started the second book, and honestly, I didn't want to put it down. I did it electronically last night, and then I had some
Took the shower with you.
yeah. But I had some issues.
Jimmy does say that happens in prison occasionally.
But I started actually. Look. Today at work about 3:30. It was a little slow. Joe Keith. I pulled out the book and started reading again. Don't tell Pete Thompson. Don't tell Jimmy Thomas. Any of those guys that owned Citizens Bank. But I was reading the book. It's outstanding. It's one of those books you don't want
It's
to
amazing.
put down.
It's amazing. Now listen, when we get
Fred Hogg and Bobby Joe Shewmaker, Johnny Boone, Jimmy Bickett.
Yeah.
You guys are legends,
I mean,
man. It's just
It's legends.
It's an unbelievable honor just to be sitting here right now.
You know what's really funny, Jim Reed, is that I've been around the state my whole life, and how many people know about the Cornbread Mafia, and they'll just sit there and say, oh, well, this guy's Cornbread Mafia. And of course, people out here actually know who was involved in the Cornbread Mafia. And it's just something that people have accepted as kind of a cult figure almost.
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty awesome.
Plenty of people in prison that said it was involved. Yeah, never heard of them.
Yeah.
Now, when we get closer to HempFest, where can we buy tickets? Where can we find out things? Do you have a?
It hasn't been decided.
Okay,
really
gotcha,
yet.
okay.
I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
Will you please tell us, and we'll tell everybody.
And Bickett,
Yeah.
you can
I don't
check
know.
it out on bickettandboone.com, and we'll let you know how everything's advancing on the tickets and everything.
Great. That'll work.
I
That'll work.
just want to thank Jimmy Bickett too, because he was showing us
Yes.
all about how where this stage is going to be and how this is going to be set up. Man, a gracious host.
During our first podcast, they never mentioned that you were a rock star. They just never,
I mean,
not once.
I'm looking over there. I'm thinking it's Axl Rose. A
I
little
know,
bit.
man.
I'm
It's
seeing
got
a
it.
little
I
Axl
can
Rose
tell you
action
a
going
story
on.
about the rock star.
Well, we got a
Bobby
little.
Joe kind of raised me. Now.
We got a little extra time, Bobby Joe, just so you'll know.
He started my criminal career. Yeah.
No, your sister did. Your sister started your criminal career because she went with me.
Guys, thank you so much for having us out.
We cannot thank you guys enough. We appreciate you all taking time out of your schedules to come down here and talk with us. I mean, I don't know about you all, but it just felt like we were shooting the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like we're just sitting here having a good time.
Well,
And
you guys got to promise us something. Let's do this again.
We
What do you
will,
say?
but you got to promise us that you're going to be down here before HempFest.
We can do that.
we can do it.
yeah.
We can do
There
that.
ain't no doubt. There ain't no
And
doubt about it.
HempFest will have plenty of Bickett and Boone CBD all that.
Amen.
No, we're
Definitely.
ready.
And the book's written by Joe Keith Bickett.
That's it.
I mean, I'm not a very smart guy, Bobby Joe, but I'm thinking that you guys need to hire Bobby Joe Shewmaker to be your marketing guy.
Yes. Yes.
He is a speaker.
I mean, this guy could he's going to sell some product.
Let me tell you, that's why they've all been so good, is because all these guys have been. That's the reason that Cornbread Mafia is so popular, because they were really good salesmen. It wasn't like they did anything wrong. It was a product. That's what they sold.
Yeah.
Simple as it is.
They were making a living, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's what it's about.
Making a living.
Guys,
Hey, we want to thank you guys for having us on.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
We love you.
Appreciate it.
Bobby Joe, I'm just so glad that I know that I've met you now, and I don't feel like you're gonna hurt me or anything.
Tell
You
your
haven't
mother-in-law
left yet.
Now listen, next time we'll bring more whiskey because we're running a little short for you this time.
You get around this crowd here.
Luckily, Fred Hogg ain't drinking. Go ahead.
Very lucky Hog ain't drinking.
And you've got to upgrade a little bit and get some Eagle Rare.
There you go. I got a bottle home I'll bring for
We'll
you.
do it. We'll do it.
Maybe some Maker's Mark, or maybe perhaps some, very old Mark.
What about
Yeah.
Monk's Road?
Fred Hogg.
Monk's Road, yeah, Monk's Road.
Folks out there, thank you very much. We enjoy you. We'd like to take you guys to you.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
You've been listening to Two Shots on a Barrel with Jimbo and J-Bo.
The Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot-ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20 plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is Jimbo.
This is J-Bo.
Man, we are so happy because, J-Bo, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, J-Bo.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, J-Bo, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft, It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. J-Bo, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is, to kind of icing on the cake, is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that. I
walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Anna, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... if you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, J-Bo. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel. J-Bo, I've always found out in life it's important to have a good attorney.
Very important.
And Two Shots on a Barrel found out we've got a good attorney.
We did?
Yes, Jerry Fowler's Law Office. Do you know how to sing his song, his jingle? Please,
no,
you don't have to start now if you don't really know how to.
I can't, but I know who he is.
Here's another thing I'm glad about Jerry Fowler. I'm glad before he went to the Caribbean that he got our work finished for Two Shots on a Barrel.
He is very prompt in his working ability, but can't give him all the credit. His wonderful assistant does most of his work. We all know that.
Everybody knows that C.C. Gardner runs his office.
Yes.
Just makes Jerry look good. We don't really care at this point. We're just so fortunate that we had CC to do our work Jerry to do our work for us. And for all of your, especially, he specializes in business law, which is exactly what we needed for Two Shots.
Right.
Also, estate law. There's nobody in the business that is as good as he is, Jerry Fowler. And with an assistant, a superstar Wonder Woman assistant like CC Gardner, dude, it's just all working.
I tell you what, I couldn't ask for a better partner with this show than Jerry Fowler. I
was wondering where you were going with that statement.
You're good also, but having Jerry Fowler on our side is always a good thing.
His jingle is Jerry Fowler's the way to go. Dial 692-1000.
That's it.
But you really know that CC runs the show.
Love you, CC.
All right, peace out. Call Jerry Fowler's office today for all your business and estate needs. He's a man. Thanks, Jerry, for hooking us up on Two Shots on a Barrel. Hey, this is Jimbo for Two Shots on a Barrel, hanging out with my buddy J-Bo.
What's going on?
Dude, I'm here to tell you, you are doing something right if you're good in two towns.
Two towns.
Two towns, you're the best of everything. Big Old Tires, Billy Taft is the best in Bardstown and the best in Lebanon.
I tell you what, he's been doing it perfect for many years, and he won once again, and he's won again in Marion County.
How is he so good, J-Bo?
Customer service. You're number one when you walk in his building. He offers all sorts of things, not just tires. He offers alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more. And he has two locations, Bardstown.
You can call Bardstown location, 502-348-0880, and in Lebanon, 270-692-1013. Dude is rocking and rolling at Big Old Tires.
If you're having any kind of tire pressure issue, if you have any questions
Yeah.
Billy's always there for you. Don't be bashful. Just pull right in. Go check your tires for you. Make sure you're safe and ready for the
You know
road.
another cool thing about Billy Taft? He loves bourbon, and he loves 2 shots on a barrel.
That's right. And we love Billy Taft. for
Absolutely.
sure.
Go see our brother Billy Taft, Big O Tires, Lebanon, and Bardstown, Kentucky.